Hi guys, welcome down here to Vattanac Golf Resort. We're in one of the new schoolrooms at the Academy building, and we're just going to be talking about driver shafts and the 4 features in a driver shaft that create certain ball flight characteristics for you in your golf swing. So the first feature we're going to look at is the flex of the golf shaft, and you tend to only really see 5 different flexes. These are a ladies flex, seniors flex, regular flex, stiff flex, and extra stiff flex. The second feature is the shaft weight. So what you tend to see is people with quicker club head speeds generally need a heavier shaft, to those who swing it slower who need a lighter shaft. This meaning they can swing the club quicker and generate more club head speed. The third point that we're going to look at is the kick point in a shaft, and there's 3 different types: a high kick point, a mid kick point, and a low kick point. So what kick point is when the tip's pulled down to the ground during the golf swing, it's where the golf shaft actually bends the most. So for a kick point that's high up, you're going to see a lower ball flight. Mid one is pretty much middle of the range, and a low point, you're going to see a higher ball flight. So the final feature that we're going to look at is the torque in a golf swing. And this is actually how much the shaft twists during the force of a golf swing. So you can either get a high torque or a low torque. For someone like Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods, because they're moving at such speed, they need a very stable, low torqued shaft. And what you tend to find is that the lower the torque shafts, they're actually more of an upgraded shaft, and they tend to cost a bit more money due to the materials used, such as carbon. So I'm going to be joined by the head teaching professional, David. He's going to hit some shots for me, and we're going to compare the kick point in these 2 shafts, and we're going to try 2 other shafts where we compare the stiffness and the weight. And hopefully we're going to see some different ball flight characteristics. We're going to get some feedback from David, and in the end we're going to see what's best suited for him. So now I'm going to let David test the mid kick point one, and it's just good to bear in mind we are using the same head here. We're using the Titleist TSI 3 head with a 10 degrees of loft.
So this one should go higher here. Launch shift wise should be
Yes,
higher.
yes.
Same flex.
Same flex, same weight. So the 2 next shafts David's going to test for us is the Project X Hazardous Smoke, and the feature that we're going to be looking at here is actually the flex. And a lot of people are already aware about the flexes. It's one of the most commonly known feature in a golf club. So what we're going to get David to do is test the 6.5, which is extra stiff, and the 6.0, which is stiff. Now, having played golf with David, I know he's got a lot of club head speed, he's got a lot of power, so I would expect the 6.5 to work a lot better for him than the 6.0 stiff. It's just going to give him more of a stable club and hopefully maximise his power. So I've given David the 6.5, which is actually, it's known as the extra stiff. Project X just call them by the numbers. So this is the extra stiff shaft, and this could really work for David. I'm expecting this to perform a lot better than the 6.0. We're going to see good spin numbers, good launch, good carry, everything should be good. Let's give it a go. So as you can see from them TrackMan numbers on screen, David's actually losing club head speed. He's overloading the shaft on the stiff one, and the extra stiff shaft is more suited to his club head speed and his power on the downswing. So having looked at a few shafts with David, and having played a lot of golf, I know he's got a lot of club head speed. He hits a high ball. So again, it's down to personal preference. What shaft felt good for you, and what do you want to see from your ball flight?
Like I said with my irons, it's always been the problem where I launch the ball a bit too high. I use a lot of hands, so I do spin the ball quite a lot. So for me, I like the wide band tensor. That's actually what I have right now. I've got a slightly stiffer flex. I've got the TX in that. But that's basically just to help me keep the spin low. Yeah. And it's a very, very low torque shaft. So like you were saying, you know, there's not much happening. I can hit it as hard as I want because when I've warmed up, my club head speed's pretty high, and the chances of me getting a little bit of deflection off the face are quite high, so the ball can shoot off and spin quite a bit, which gives me severe shape.
Yeah.
And the others, yeah, I mean, I felt the hazardous maybe a little bit light. It was 60 gram.
Yeah.
As you know, I use a 67 gram in the Tensei, so I think that was making a big difference for me in terms of club head speed. So yeah, I would say definitely for me, high kick point, heavier shaft.
Yeah.
In the stiffest flex available because of the speed.
Yeah, so your miss tends to be left.
Yep.
So hopefully the low torque shaft with the higher kick point, it's just going to compensate your swing a bit more. It's going to be more stable in your hands.
Yep.
And it's going to give you that confidence when you're out on the golf course and you're on a good score to just hit it down the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's just being able to work the ball is something I like to do. When the shaft is a little bit unstable, because of the high club head speed causes a big shape. So yeah, something that if I want to hit a fade, I really have to sort of force it, if you know what I mean. If I want to hit a draw, I have to force that shape instead of just, you know, not knowing how much it's going to shape or the carry distance. The nice thing with having the right custom fit shaft is, you know, I know how far I carry the ball. So if I have to carry a trap or something like that, or I have to hit a shape, I know exactly how far the draw goes, how far the fade goes, and when I hit a really good one, it obviously goes a bit further, but at least then I know where the ball's going.
Yeah. So that's why it's so important to get custom fit. Please come and see us down here at Vattanac Golf Resort. So next time you're wanting to invest in some golf clubs, come and speak to us and we'll make sure that you're getting the right equipment for you. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.